Hello everyone and welcome to the Outer Rim Cantina. My name is Alan and today I want to talk a little bit about the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. But before we dive in, if you enjoy the video then don't forget to give it a like. Those really do help boost the channel in the YouTube algorithm and any support is appreciated. If you love Star Wars and want even more discussions, analysis, news, and theories, then subscribe to the Cantina today and turn on post notifications so you never miss an upload or a live stream. We finally got a trailer for the show at the beginning of the month, and it was an absolute banger. You can check out my reaction video right up here. If you're interested in a deeper analysis of the trailer and speculation about what we could possibly see in the show itself, then check out episode 5 of the Outer Rim Cantina Podcast, where my friend Ashley and I spend way too long analyzing every detail of every frame. You can find the link to the episode in the description down below, and be sure to follow the podcast on your favorite audio platform to listen to future episodes as soon as they drop every Monday morning. Now, there's been a lot said of the Kenobi series over the last several months. Well, years, actually. The rumor mill has been hard at work pumping out new information on one of the most highly anticipated Star Wars Disney Plus series to date. However, the fact of the matter is that most, if not all of these rumors are false in one way or another. Recently, an article came out from The Hollywood Reporter saying that the original antagonist and main villain of the series was not going to be Darth Vader, but actually Maul. The article alleged that in the very first drafts for the series, Maul was slated to be the main baddie, with Ray Park returning to reprise the role, and that he had even filmed some test footage. Now, the important thing to keep in mind is that the rumors about Ray Park came from anonymous sources, and more often than not, they just get things wrong. When the article was published, Lucasfilm Story Group creative executive Pablo Hidalgo said that the whole thing was bullshit and that Ray Park had never been on the Kenobi set. Personally, I'm glad that they scrapped the idea of Maul returning as the big bad for the series. Now, even though I am #1 Ray Park Maul stan, I know for a fact that Maul and Kenobi's story ended with Star Wars Rebels. The series made it clear that up until their meeting on Tatooine, Maul believed Kenobi to have been killed during Order 66. Unlike a potential meeting between Kenobi and Vader before A New Hope, there's absolutely not any wiggle room for Maul to come back into Obi-Wan's life before Rebels, at least not without retconning one of the most iconic and emotional duels of that series. Another big, headline-grabbing rumor that spread like wildfire was Kathleen Kennedy saying that she had authorized complete script rewrites for the Obi-Wan series, even going as far as to hire a completely different writer to create brand new scripts. Of course, the internet blew up with posts about how Kennedy is ruining Star Wars again by rewriting Kenobi, to, of course, generate more manufactured outrage, rage bait, clicks, and farm social media impressions. While yes, Kennedy did authorize a complete rewrite of the Kenobi series, and even pushed the production date back from August 2020 to January 2021, the truth behind that decision is not because Kathleen Kennedy hates Star Wars, or Disney wants to kill off the franchise they've pumped billions of dollars into. The truth behind the decision to push production back and come up with new scripts is for two reasons. The first being that Deborah Chow, the showrunner for Kenobi, had sent the original scripts to Star Wars veterans Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni to get their thoughts after they had finished up Season 1 of The Mandalorian and were beginning production on Season 2. They believed the original scripts were too similar to the story they were crafting with their own series. Writer Hussein Amani's Kenobi story would have centered on Kenobi looking after and protecting an older Luke Skywalker from the Sith, trying to hunt him down, specifically Maul. Favreau and Filoni felt that the concept was too similar to the way the Mandalorian Din Djarin protects Grogu from the Empire, trying to hunt him down. It was also Filoni who pushed for Cho to have Vader be the main villain of the series instead of Maul, include a wider cast of characters like the Grand Inquisitor, and go bigger than what the original story would have entailed. As far as Kennedy's role in it all, she said in an interview with Entertainment Weekly that, quote, "We're looking ultimately to make a hopeful, uplifting story, and it's tricky when you're starting with a character in the state that Obi-Wan would be in coming off of Revenge of the Sith. That's a pretty bleak period of time. You can't just wave the magic wand with any writer and arrive at a story that necessarily reflects what you want to feel." So, no, despite what the clickbait headlines and angry tweets have said, Kennedy, in fact, never actually said that she thought the original scripts were too bleak or too depressing. She simply said that the original scripts were not in line with the core theme of Star Wars, which is hope. Star Wars has always been about hope, and while yes, I and pretty much every other Star Wars fan wants to see a depressed, broken Kenobi dealing with the trauma of losing Anakin to the dark side and losing the Jedi Order and the Republic, a proper and good Star Wars story cannot exist with only the bleak elements. There has to be hope at the center of it. That concept is something that Joby Harold, the new writer for the series, understands completely. His version of Obi-Wan tells the story of Obi-Wan going from a broken man to one who finds at least a little bit of peace and hope in his life. Harold said, quote, "When we last saw Obi-Wan in the prequels, he's very emotional, there's a passion to him, and when we get to see him again in A New Hope, he's the Zen master. That was the story I wanted to understand. What happened to Obi-Wan between the guy that Ewan had brought to life and the guy that Sir Alec Guinness brought to life?" Overall, it seems like the production delays and rewrites for this series have only benefited it, with Cho saying in that Entertainment Weekly interview that very little of the original plot transferred over into the second and final version of the story. So, I'll end off with this. No, Kathleen Kennedy does not hate Star Wars. Her decision to bring in a new writer for Kenobi and delay its production only highlights her understanding and appreciation for the core themes both of the original trilogy and of Obi-Wan Kenobi as a character. From all the information we have on the original plot of the show, it really does sound like it would have been a rather uninteresting and boring mess. The first draft of the series is exactly what I was afraid of when the project was announced, and exactly why I was never excited for a show focusing on Obi-Wan post-Revenge of the Sith. However, the good news is that it very much appears that the character is in good hands, and the series itself will deliver a truly unique experience and a look at not only Kenobi himself, but the Jedi as a whole that current Star Wars media hasn't explored before. Don't believe the clickbait. Don't give the people who make it their entire personalities and livelihoods to hate on everything Star Wars any more ground or legitimacy, because they only exist to play on people's emotions and generate manufactured rage. But that's where I'm going to leave things for now. As always, I would love to know what you think of the original plot of the Kenobi series down in the comments. That's all the time I've got for today. If you want even more daily Outer Rim Cantina content, you can follow me on Instagram at Outer Rim Cantina and Twitter at Outer Rim Can. The links to those are down in the description. Also, be sure to follow the Outer Rim Cantina Podcast on your favorite audio platform by following the link down below. We talk about anything and everything Star Wars and take deep dives into an analysis of everything from current media to old stories, and even discuss rumors and theories on future Star Wars projects. And if you enjoy my content here on YouTube, then hit that subscribe button so you never miss an upload or a live stream. I hope to see you back here in the cantina next time, and until then, may the Force be with you.